Well, that was embarrassing. Hey, what do you say? What do you say? It's your boy, Vinny B, your cousin Vinny, aka your Uncle Vinny. Hit that like and subscribe button. I am here today to break down and react to the Packers versus Bears game today, 17 November 2024. It was a game in which somebody accidentally unlocked the gates of the zoo because the Bears came to play. The Bears came to play today. I definitely had a heart attack watching that game all the way through. And the Packers, they go in and they get the opening drive. They get the touchdown, 15-yard touchdown pass to Jaden Reed. I was like, okay, things are looking okay. And then the freaking Bears come back and they get a field goal. The Packers basically allowed this team to move the ball. So it's basically the first time the Packers have ever faced the Bears with Caleb Williams as the QB. And it was the Bears' first game with their new offensive coordinator, whoever that was, because they fired the previous guy. So after the first quarter, it's 7-3. Packers looking all hot and still looking okay. And then you get the Bears, and they come back and get a touchdown with touchdown run by their running back, Johnson. Also, Jordan Love overthrows the ball to Tucker Kraft. I was like, what the heck is going on here? Tucker Kraft is a 6'5" tight end, okay? How can you miss that guy, okay? You just throw that ball to that guy and you get a touchdown. But instead, Jordan Love throws another interception. So hopefully he can learn from these mistakes. Then another point of the game was where the Packers got the ball all the way down the field, and they decided to go for it on fourth down instead of going for the field goal. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. You know, if they had the field goal at that moment in time, things would have been looking better. I mean, it was when it was 19-14. But being a Packers game, they had to give me a heart attack. Okay. So Josh Jacobs, he goes and he gets a running touchdown, which is awesome. DeAndre Swift gets a running touchdown. And then Jordan Love gets a touchdown. So breaking apart the game here, the stats don't lie. As far as total yardage, the Bears just slightly beat the Packers, 391 to 366. Packers had more passing yards at 260 versus 212 for the Bears. Rushing yards, the Bears had 179, while the Packers had 106 rushing yards. And yards per play, the Packers averaged 8.5 versus the 5.8 for the Bears. And then looking into it, you know, Josh Jacobs had another amazing game. He had 76 rushing yards. And he had 58 receiving yards. Jordan Love, he gets 261 passing yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And then Caleb Williams goes in there, gets 231 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. You just look at that, it kind of feels like the Packers sort of beat themselves the majority of the game here. I felt like the Packers could have done better as far as their pass rush. That's something I guess they need to work on. And just throw the ball a little bit more cleanly on offense. But overall, the Packers come out with the victory, okay? And towards the very end of the game, you had like 30 seconds left in the game. They could have just ran that clock all the way through. And they did, the Bears, where they got all the way down the field, ran the clock out, and you expect that the Bears would have got that winning field goal. But Carl Brooks pulls out a block, and I was like, oh my God. I just kept screaming at my TV. I had my father on the line, and I was like, wow. Oh my God. The Packers pull out the win here in a very, very Bears way to lose a game. So, seeing how the Packers come off a bye week, and I kind of think they underestimated the Bears here in this game, okay? So maybe next time, they're going to be going up against some tougher teams. Coming up next, they play the 49ers in Lambeau, so that's not going to be a very easy game. Can the Packers make adjustments for the upcoming game? I think so. I think they can make adjustments. They just got to figure it out. Defensively, offensively, of course. Play smartly. Throw the ball where it needs to be, where the person is open. And I think there was a lot of key players of this game. Christian Watson for the Packers, people kind of doubted him. And he got 150 yards catching in this game. Huge catches that he had in this game. Penalties, yeah, the refs, there were times in which I was like, oh my God, why did the ref throw the flag on that? Like, there was a point where Caleb Williams ran out of bounds and then McKinley barely touched the guy. Just touched his shoulder a little bit, and then Caleb Williams falls to the ground like a little fish, and they call a 15-yard penalty on that. I was like, what? And another point of the game that didn't help the Packers was when the Bears started moving early and they didn't call anything. They just let them play. Sure, there might have been other things on the other side of the ball, but I was definitely watching this game very, very closely, and it ended up being very close, 20-19. So the Packers pull out the victory. It was a very, very tough victory. They could have easily lost this game, but they got to really step it up for the 49ers because that team is a totally different team. And that's all I got to say. Go Pack Go all day. Hit that like and subscribe button. And Go Pack Go all day.